But right now, it's time for Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
Happy Friday, guys.
Yeah, ask Corey what he thinks about Mike right now.
I don't know about that, but it's time for Masterpiece of the Week. We bring in some funny, strange, stupid audio, out of context most of the time. Here to 105.3 The Fan on Fridays. And who do we want to pick on first today?
I'll take it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, that could be a Masterpiece of the Week itself.
You know what? It's just
Also, look how giant that Santa is. Sorry, every time they show Devondre Campbell walking off the field, there's this, looks like he's like a 6'8" dude dressed as Santa in the corner. Sorry, back to you, Chris.
You're good. Corey, you know a lot about blowing.
And you blew it.
There's a master class on blowing it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever you have something and you're going really well, everything's going really well, and it just all falls apart, that's the master class of blowing it right there.
Guys,
yeah, that special teams guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to break the rules today.
Whatever his name is.
I know
That
it's
is his
Masterpiece
name.
of the Week.
Mistake my guy.
We'll call him AO.
Okay.
Make it easy.
Hey-o.
Back to you, Chris.
I'm going to bring the morning show into this. I know it's Masterpiece of the Week, but the redheaded baddie isn't here today, so I can break the rules.
Whoa. Are you sure it was his rule?
Yeah. I'm going to break the rules in. So RJ this morning, he said this.
This is fantastic. I saw him. I was watching the Jimmy V Classic the other day, and I saw him. I was like, oh, God, because I hadn't seen Dick in a while. And
oh, man. That is... Because he's talking about Vital,
Yeah.
but I can see.
And he loves him. He loves.
And also, secondly,
Vital.
I don't believe him. You know, like if you want to take it for face value, I don't believe that for a second.
Why not?
That's a tough name.
Richard?
Yeah, but I'd just say call me Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Richie. I don't know when that changed either.
Yeah, when did they?
I don't know.
When that became a different term.
I feel like people said that with Nixon, so at least back to then.
Dick Nixon?
Yeah.
Because my dad would always yell 7 rows behind the Mavericks, not their bench, but behind the goal. When we had season tickets at Reunion Arena, when it was like literally $35 a ticket to sit behind the basket 7 rows up. He would always yell when Dick Bavetta was the referee. He'd say, "Hey, Bavetta, you're a dick!"
Because his first name is.
Oh, my gosh.
His name's Dick Bavetta.
So, yeah. So he was just letting them know.
Yeah, so he's just saying that's his name.
I hear you. Okay, Chris.
Mike, were you talking about football here?
The fingers are really important to catching balls.
Heard that.
Hold on. Play that one more time, because Corey is right there with a comment of his own.
The fingers are really important to catching balls.
Heard that.
Heard that.
Corey,
I heard
letting
that.
them know. I was letting.
That is true. The dude number 16 for
yeah.
Carolina, he doesn't have fingers, maybe.
He does have fingers.
you saw he has fingers.
Yeah. How is he going to eat the raccoon?
Do you think you can eat without like
Hands.
fingers
Yeah.
or hands?
I agree with that.
Jim Abbott, I'm sure he eats.
He has some fingers.
He has some fingers.
Well, on one hand. But I would just say Michael Irvin comes to mind about the hands thing.
Okay.
He's the only wide receiver in the history of the NFL who says don't use your hands. When he has like these big like tutorials or lessons on how to catch the ball, he's like, you catch the ball with your chest. Every wide receiver's like, no, you're the only human being who says this. Like, he was probably mad that Legette or whatever his name is didn't throw his chest into the ball.
Yeah, you make a triangle. You make a triangle with your hands to catch a football.
And I get that when you're running slants or whatever, at times you can box out guys and you kind of put your body in front of it, and that's how Michael Irvin would catch certain balls. But you have to use your hands, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Guys, we'll stick with the topic of hands, because hands can get you pretty far.
That's amazing you can make it like that far with those hands.
Are you talking about Legette still?
Yeah.
Still Legette. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, he was drafted first round. He doesn't even have hands.
He does have hands.
Remember Michael Irvin when he saw Alexander Wright? Got nervous and he realized he didn't have hands.
I really thought you were going to say Alexander Hamilton, like right there. I don't know why, but I really thought that's what you were about to say.
Do you remember that story?
Yes.
He got nervous. He is like telling, I think, his wife or whatever, I'm in big trouble because they drafted Alexander Wright in the second round. And he saw how fast he was and everything, and then he saw him at practice, and he goes, and he's like, oh, he doesn't have hands. We're good.
He's not.
He can be as fast as he wants. He can't catch a football.
Guys, I'm really missing the redheaded baddie, Alec Medford, right now in the booth. So I'm just going to add him to this week's Masterpiece of the Week.
Explosive and, crucially, now humongous.
Oh, even after it's exploded?
Wow, man.
That's impressive.
It said now humongous.
Yeah.
So after it exploded, it got humongous.
A couple weeks ago, we were talking about Kevin, huh?
That's the men's tea clinic right there.
Oh, yeah.
Medford knows about it.
For those, that's my favorite part of those commercials, Mike, when you go for the nighttime. You know what I'm saying, stuff,
guys.
right?
Yeah. Nighttime.
Mickey knows all about men's tea clinic. Mickey Spagnola. Let's hear it.
They would have been nailing that guy, right?
Guys, what is? I got this. I got a while back. I said I nailed that guy, and then now there's Mickey saying that he nailed that guy. What's so funny about that to you guys? Why do y'all think that's so funny?
You think about it from a sexual connotation.
All right. Oh, okay.
Carpenter's dream,
fine.
you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
I
Flies
say
the
you guys
board,
always
he's
get
in
like,
there.
I pegged him, when I'm talking about throwing at a guy and getting
Yeah, that has a terrible connotation now, too.
rib
Yeah.
cage.
We have children here.
Guys, let's bring it up the rear with more Mike Bassick.
Oh, my God.
No, according to me, that's as good as I can do.
Man, look, Mike.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me.
There is no better critic than yourself.
Yeah.
When it comes to you have to have a really good understanding of what you are.
According to me.
I have told my wife this is as good as I can do so many times, and she still doesn't believe me.
What does she do? What does she say?
She says that's not. She's like, no, you can do better.
And then
You
you feel
have to do
you
better.
feel obligated to do better.
And you're like, I can't.
I'm trying. I'm like, I don't think you understand how hard I'm trying to be this average.
Does she?
Oh. I'm going to vote, man. I'm going to vote for Mike talking about the intricacies of the fingers and the balls.
The fingers are really important to catching balls.
Heard that.
I did hear
I
that.
do really like Corey's support on that one.
I am going out of the norm, and I am voting for RJ Choppy's submission to the masterpiece of the
Oh
week.
wow!
This is fantastic.
not approve.
I saw him. I was watching the GBV Classic the other day, and I saw him. I was like, oh, God, because I hadn't seen Dick in a while. And
Now, is it? I get what he's saying is objectively funny, but
Yes.
play it one more time. Is it the desperate kind of yearning way he says, "Oh God," right before that?
and I saw him. I was like, oh, God, because I hadn't seen Dick in a while.
Yeah,
It's-
that's it. That is. It made it sound like he was desperate for
Yeah, it really did.
the sight.
That's as good. That's a good vote. I'm going to vote for me, Chris. I'm going to vote for the one where I just talk about this is as good as I can do.
This is the best you can do. There.
No, according to me, that's as good as I can do.
I like it. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the best
Chris,
you can.
it's up to you. Is it as good as Mike can do? Mike talking about the fingers, or RJ lusting after Vital?
I think with all the cheers I heard at the Buffalo Wild Wings earlier for Mike Likes It, I have to vote for Mike.
The fingers are really important to catching balls.
Heard that.
Heard that?
And there you go.
Congratulations, Mike.
Mike is our champion for Masterpiece of the Week.